What's going on YouTube? Today we have a super special type of video, something I've never done before, but I've always wanted to do. We have a live coaching call on from one of our group calls that we run 2 a week here inside the program and inside the syndicate, in case you're running for Amazon. But we had a young lady come into the question and answering at the end of the section. And she asked a question that I feel like a lot of us say to ourselves, especially because of the content on social media. She wants to get up at 4 a.m. and be grinding while everybody else is sleeping and have that kind of super hustle success mindset. But she's been hit by some super personal life stuff and it's been struggling to keep that up. So in through the video though, we uncover what's really holding her back from that and some actionable tips to move forward if she's feeling that. So if you guys want to know more about working with me or getting on these calls like this or working with me one-on-one, you can look in the description below. Anyway, enjoy the video.
I have a question.
Yes, hello Denise.
And I think it's probably more about how to manage multiple businesses and then still personal life. And when personal life just hits you hard, how can you stay afloat? Um, I have a couple of business and I have the nonprofit. Um, and I take care of my elderly mom, and I was taking care of my granddaughter, 2-year-old granddaughter, and I was able to, take her back to mom, and dad. But it's been hard. The energy's been tough. Like I used to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and be on top of everything. Like, I was trying to be the one that, while you're sleeping, I'm working, you know? And I can't get back to that place.
Mm.
And it's like it's hard. And I don't know if it is everything that is happening in the personal life. And I am trying to work on my eating habits. And trying to be a little bit more healthier to get some more energy.
Yeah.
But it's just been tough. It's really been tough. I don't know how to get that momentum and try to wake up again at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Let me ask you this. What's not getting done now in your business that was getting done as a result of you getting up at 4 a.m.?
Oh my gosh, I'm getting out of the office so late. Like I work from home but like sometimes I can stay here till 5 o'clock. Before I would wake up at 4, by 8, 9 o'clock, I was done with work. Like I was able to just really enjoy the day and just touch up on some emails and then be able to invest more in my Amazon business. So like I want to get back to that because I miss the freedom. I
Okay.
have it, but when I do have it, I'm still like in the back of my head, what is being neglected?
Mm. So is it a thing of that you don't like, because in theory, right? You're right now, what is you're getting out of the office late. So are you going in late as well? So is it like you shifted the freedom to the morning from the daytime, from the evening, or is it like I'm still getting up at like 7, not just not 4, and so I feel like I'm still getting up early, just and now I'm working later. What's the situation?
Yeah, I'm getting into the office late. So like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Um, like today it was probably like 9 o'clock. Oh, but my desk is messy. I can't work with a messy desk, so I go ahead and start cleaning it. So that's why I have the background, so you won't see the back because I move everything from what I see to what I don't see to keep focused. But so
So
yeah,
is
I'm
it
getting there late.
so here's what I would ask, right? Because clarity is the first step, right? So is it that you need to be waking up at 4? Is it that you need to like where do you think is the problem? Getting up or going to bed?
Getting up now. Going to bed, I'm usually between 9 and 10.
Okay. So it's just getting up. And when you like what is the thing we're missing, right? So this is my whole point, right? is that there's nothing intrinsically bad with not with getting to the office at 9. Right? There's nothing wrong with that. Like if you had missed the first part of this call, like it's like all about that. Like the whole I'm working while you're sleeping, right? Like it is nice, but if your body works better between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. and you get the same amount of work done, then that's fine. Now, if we're not getting the same amount of work done because we're not getting up at 4, and now I feel behind and I'm starting to feel guilty, that's a whole different story. But what do you think?
So when I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, everybody is sleeping. So I'm not getting any emails. I'm not getting any calls. I'm not
Mhm.
getting any texts. So there's no interruption whatsoever. But then when I come in at 9 o'clock, something that can take me 5 hours of work, it will take me 8 hours or more because now here people texting me, oh, my friend is calling or my sister or whatever it is. I'm on the phone or taking care of things. Or oh, lunchtime. Oh, I need a break. The dogs, whatever. So I think that that time frame it gets me so much. I'm able to do more in that time between 4 and 8 than nine to six, 9 to 5. Um, but you're right, there's something missing because when I started my business, I was working 24/7 for like 3 years. And then after that, I was able to enjoy some of the freedom. So waking up early, probably at 5. I started Amazon and it was going well, but I don't think that I balanced it right, probably. And I did go through a burnout in December because I was a new seller, and December is such a crazy month for Amazon, especially because you go FBM and everything is like you're shipping it plus work plus family. So, but there's something missing, and I don't know if it's the drive, the passion. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it seems like so are you getting less done though? Or are you still on top of it? It just feels worse.
Whatever's in front of me is what's going to be taking priority. So whatever rises up to the top, whatever's on fire is what's getting done right now.
Right.
So like I'm also
Yep.
backed up. I do have two employees that are both part-time. So I'm trying to be more trusting of them, pushing more to them.
There we go.
Um so they can do more and I can feel a little bit better, but sometimes like I'd rather just do it myself because I
Yeah.
can get it done faster than going through the training.
But in the long term, you can't, right? Because this is what we're talking about, right? So it's like we're behind and we got tasks that need to get done. And for a long time, it seems like you supplemented that by just grinding through 4 a.m. And now personal life has met with personal capacity. And we're at a crossroad where I think the best way for you as a business owner to, get through this is delegation. And delegation is a skill, right? It's a skill just like any other. It is just like bench pressing. Okay. It requires reps. You will not be good at it at first. You will have to, and the worst part is that people, if delegation was bench pressing, people when they go to do it, they start blaming the bar for not being able to lift 315, right? Like that's kind of like the same reference, okay? And Greg, I'm imagining you laughing because this smile on your picture right now. But no, the thing is that the uh the when we delegate, I heard this from Dan Martell. He was answering like a young kid who asked him, he said, I'm still in school, I want to work on my business, but I have to go to school full time. Like, how do I get, things moving? And he said, is there a list? Can you write down a list of things? Do you know anybody that's not in school? Right? It's older than you a little bit. He's like, yeah. He's like, give me a name. He's like, Greg. Oh, I just happened to use Greg's name twice. He's like, Greg, uh, I want you to go tell him, write down everything that you need done in your business, right? And go tell Greg, sorry, we're just using your name as an example, the uh, everything you need done and get him to do it for you. And he said, here's the thing, he's going to come back and almost all of it's going to be wrong. And then he said, but that gives you a chance to get better at explaining yourself. And that's the skill of
Mm,
communication. And when I started to look over that, it takes it from a new level. It's not about finding a perfect person who's like amazing at following poor instructions. It's about getting so good at giving high level instructions to the people around you and the people you need in your company that they have no choice but to be successful, right? Like Chick-fil-A will hire just about anybody. But when you go in there, right, they fall to the Chick-fil-A standard. You can go someplace
right.
where it's harder to get hired, but there's no standard once you're there. And so once you're there, it can go all chaos. So one of the biggest things I can suggest is if your personal capacity is limiting, right? Like obviously, what's the short answer? Force yourself to get up at 4 a.m., right? That's a hard answer, but that doesn't help anybody. Just saying, yeah, just get up earlier. You got it. Just do it. You know,
Mm,
come on. Now, if I could sit there and yell at you at your bedside every day, maybe. Okay, that might work, right? But I'm not getting up to do that. And I know you don't need my loud ass in your room. So the thing is we can figure out, okay, what is really keeping me back from doing this? Am I hitting the snooze? Do I not know what I'm gonna do when I get up at 4? Because I've gone through series
mm,
like if you just get up at 4 to get up at 4, well, then you're just gonna spend more time doing nothing. That's not gonna be helpful. What would be helpful is getting clear on what needs to get done and either delegating it or doing what you can do at the highest level. And then for your personal side of that, how much time do you spend on working on your own well-being of your 24 hours?
that's minimized.
Yeah, like I
Oh
might
man.
listen to a song I like in the car or something.
Eh,
And
but I it has minimized once I took care of my granddaughter 2 years ago. I haven't had a vacation. I used to I used to take once a month to try to do something different, get out of my environment and always planning. Or even I will go to Panera on Sundays and I will plan through my goals and see where I was at. Like I was so focused on my goals and doing it and always working on them. And I took time to leave my environment to just like kind of like declutter my mind in a different place. And it was just so good because even an hour or two in Panera was helpful. Now I went out on a weekend by myself to like the beach or something at a hotel, recharge completely. Like I that was good, but I haven't been able to do that like in 2 years. And I don't feel stagnant. I feel that I'm moving so slow and it's giving me I'm just frustrated about it. I could have
yeah,
been way ahead. I could have been like Max with like 100 wholesalers, you know?
that's a big dog. Okay, we can't all be
I
Max.
know.
All right, so I'm gonna give you some actionable advice here, okay, to bring this to a point. Because I remember now on my first guest call with you guys, you told me about that you used to take the time uh to do this every week. Okay, that was like 4, 5, 6 weeks ago, around there. And here's the thing: is that
Mm.
I'll ask one question before I give the advice. You can't do that every week, or you just haven't made it a priority due to all the things in your life.
Um,
I'm gonna
I
go ahead and
probably
say
haven't
it.
made I haven't probably made it a priority. Like I need to find somebody to take care of my mom for that. So, I think that's been which I'm looking for that at least once or twice.
Well, let's look. So now I'll go into Mac, and so that was kind of a trick question that sets you up as a trap card, Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay. The thing is that if you have the ability to choose whether you wake up at 4 or 9 to get to the office, then you have plenty of time to do once per week an hour meeting with yourself. If it makes a huge shift. Not only that, that meeting would ensure that you get everything else done. And here's the other thing, the limiting belief that I think is holding you back here the most, and I want you to write it down and then cross it out, is that I'm behind.
Mm. You're gonna make me cry
It's not real.
because I didn't notice.
It's not real. You're not behind. And believing you're behind And harboring that is keeping that emotional charge of disappointment and frustration and not enough time and energy. So even though you do have the time and you do have the capacity and the employees, it doesn't feel like it because you're too worried about being someplace that you're not even you're where you're always are supposed to be. You can't not be present. Okay, it's not something you have to do. You're always doing it. It's just we forget.
Yeah.
So you're crushing it, right? So then here's the third actionable step. Get rid of that every day. Once a day, you gotta say, I'm not behind, I'm on time. Okay. I'm not behind, I'm on time. Once a day.
I'm not behind. I'm on time.
And then number three is I really want you to write down whatever thing you like, get clear on your business, what's behind, because you're trying to do it all. And you got to make a goal of delegating 3 tasks to your standard to your employees within a month. All 3 of those things, you're rocking and rolling, girl. You get somebody else.
Awesome.
Then once your energy is clear, you probably get up at 4 because you're gonna be so lit to go say I'm not behind, right? You're gonna be hyped to get in the mirror. Huh! Right? Like, all right. So I hope that was helpful. Anybody else
Well,
got
I
any
rather
questions?
if I do this, maybe I don't have to wake up at 4 o'clock.
You don't.
You know.
I'm telling you. I swear, God, Alex Hormozy might kill me one day, but I'm telling you, you don't actually have to go sit in a closet for 16 hours a day to be successful. I know people who do the opposite. So all is good.
Good, good. Thank you so much.